Good morning. Hello. I also realized I never say my name in the intro, so yeah, for pronunciation's sake, my name is Decoction Joe. And we're back with part 21 of Blueprints. Sorry, the closed captioning keeps saying blueprints instead of blueprints. There we go. And last time, before that, anything that you will see in any playthrough of Blueprints is going to be spoiler. So if you plan on playing the game, go play it yourself. Or start from part 1 if you don't want to play it and just want to find some stuff out. We're on day 78, which is quite a bit. And last time we were working on the tunnel, but we got stuck on a very interesting door here on the bottom right, like right there. See it? That blue Mount Holly symbol that was on the door. I've never seen anything or any notes or any references to how to open this Mount Holly door, a blue door. A blue might be important is the name of the game. See blue doors at the entrance? Who knows? So, we're gonna actually change stuff because we have no idea how to do that. And we're gonna just go straight into the basement pretty much. But first I'm gonna actually what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna just open this outer door. And we're gonna solve sigils. I did forget to bring up my fig jam. We'll just take items, that's fine. Shovel right off the bat. Come here. And you. Gear wrench. Now, what the? Oh, it was a bird. I just saw something under me, yeah, like that. I'm just like, what is that? So today we're just gonna be going through our notebook, figuring out sigils, because we should have all of the information we need to solve all of them. I have not organized my notes, but it should be good enough. Honestly, it would be really nice to start with keycard. Core stuff, I'm not sure what that's about. Might have to revisit that note. Also, I was very surprised how short ads were this morning. I was like, oh, it's not that long. And I am just walking down the hallway and pull the lever. I'm dumb, sorry. Alright, this is where we get our notebook out. Whoops, I didn't load it. My bad. You're gonna see what I see. I normally do this in the morning so nobody has to wait. But while we're doing this, I'm actually gonna adjust this on the stream side. Hello? Oh. I am... I thought that was on my OBS. That was a little funny. This one, yeah. We're gonna give you guys the top left corner like this so you can see what I am seeing. You can see what I see. And I just gotta keep that in mind. So I'm gonna also move mine down like so. That seems about right. Like this. Yeah. Although I'm not going to be able to grab all the controls, so I'm just going to have to do it manually anyways. There we go. This is what we've done with Sigils. We've done the first 2 doors. So we had Orindia, we have Arch Ares. So we can actually just pop into the 3rd door here. So we've done that, now we're here. Oh no, this is Arch Ares. So this is yellow, we know that. So let's start putting together our hints and stuff, and we'll figure this out together. And honestly, no, we're gonna move you back in so you can see the whole board all at once. Oh god, don't do that. Don't move the actual stream, please. Here you go. Now you'll be all in the face, just like me. I'll be over top. Yay. Also, I figured out how to wave. Hi. But yes, the reason we're doing that is so we can do this puzzle in the room 46. And we got a few things to help us solve that. So we're here down at Sigils. And we have the map from Classroom. So Arch Ares is yellow. We know that because of 2 things. One, the color worksheet from Classroom. This was grade 1, I believe, and just process of elimination, a lot of knowns, so we knew Eraja was purple. We know these 2 things are green, we know these 2 things are red, because where did it actually say? One of the sheets. Actually, let's go back to Classroom so we explain our logic properly on how we figure this out. It is grade 1, so one of the worksheets here, come on, sharpen up. I know you can do it. Each color is only used twice. So that was a huge hint in helping us figure out what was what. And then of course I just went through all the knowns and just figured out via process of elimination what was what. So then we got our final result. We know Arch Ares is yellow. I forget which one this was, but I wrote it down, I think. And then we know Eraja was purple. And this one, I don't remember by memory. Yeah, but at first I thought this was a newspaper, but no, it's like blueprint. I'm like, oh, very nice. And then our maps that we're gonna be using are from grade 4. And this is how we figured out where each location is. So that's gonna be used at the end when we start doing room 46 puzzle. What's interesting is this little corner I did highlight it, pointed to the geography. Well, it actually shows us, hey, Arch Ares, Fen Ares, Eraja. Fen Ares is also Orindia Ares. So all of these are on the same side. And then this map was actually super interesting because it has some stuff that I haven't really used yet. So you have like planetary solar system, the devoted moon, the rogue moons, the devoted circles, which you see Arch Ares in here, the king, Isle of Orus, which we just pointed to what looks like it to be in the map, and that kind of stuff. These are also other things. The Orsay, Edgesay. I am assuming these are Insay, like directions in Erajan. Oh, orange. I don't have orange on here. Here we go. Oh yeah, Kora Rika. Kora. Yeah, I'm just pronouncing this in Japanese style, so sorry about that one. But that was the little other symbol, which is this little puzzle piece here. Doot, doot, doot. So these are all gonna be stuff that were used from classrooms to figure out where what is. Erajan, we know from, but we're not working on that, so we'll go here. So we know Arch Ares is yellow. So we have a few hints for us. We know they do shops. We know that their weather is stormy. and that is a power plant. So, okay, so we can use that to probably figure out what this stuff is, the rays. So, here we go. So for transportation, we have options. So we have turtleback camels, aviation, naval, roads, horseback train. For weather, we do know wavy is for heat. So stormy, we know it's jagged. So we know that much. So we could, if we wanted to, brute force the this bit right here. So stormy is jagged. You know what? We'll just do I'll use a snipping tool for this. Make it easier on myself. Whoops. And we'll just do a new snip. Oh, you can see that too, maybe? I'm not sure about that. Boom. So now with that snip in hand, we can go all the way over to section 8, paste it right in here. We say boom. We know this is stormy. So the rays are stormy. The moats. So this is where we get into the specialties and the border. Wait, isn't border just yellow? Oh, I don't know why I put that in 2 spots there, but yes, border is yellow. So we know that. I think I just wrote it next to the name just so I can figure out. Now we gotta do moats, which is their specialty. So we know they produce power, and we also know they do shops. So let's see which one of these is an option in our books. In moats. There we go, the moats. So we got tribal, primitive, hunter-gatherers. Nope, we can eliminate that from that. Architectural, harvesting, and farming. Nope, we can eliminate that. Martial, militaristic, we can eliminate that. Metropolitan, a large city-state with dense urban areas. Could be. We can think about that one. Academic, center for knowledge. We don't think so. Industrial, engineer-driven culture with focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Could be. Spiritual, don't think so. And poetic, definitely don't think so. So we have 2 options. We have industrial and we have metropolitan. Whoops, wrong button. So what I'm gonna do in this case, I'm actually gonna take one big snippet and I'm going to use that same snippet twice. Or actually I could just do it once. But this just makes it easier for me. So we'll just boop, that's industrial. Boop, that is oh god, what did I do? Control Z. This one first, then this. Metropolitan. Boom. So these are our 2 possible options. I am definitely leading towards, see, in commemoration of the zone power plant, and you see how there's little buildings, so we can safely assume it's one of these 2. Now, what else do we know about archeries? We know they focus on shops. Their shops and archeries are one and the same. So we're not 100% on the moat or one of the rays. But we can go through that same process of elimination. So we know based on... Hang on. Based on Morajai is ships. Nuance is airship, so we could eliminate these two, right? And then we have trains and roads. I think anybody can use. Trains, I think anybody can use. So turtleback, there we go. We can eliminate those. So we said, okay, they're not boats. They could be roads. They could be horseback. But just based on stuff, I would lean more towards road, train. Although, actually, because that was a very Orindia thing, I would eliminate train. Turtleback, camels, aviation, so... At the end of the day, I honestly think it could only be... 2. Arid or desert trails. Definitely not, so we'll take that. Turtleback. We'll take that away. So just travel above the horizon? No, I don't think so. Train system. 3 rays here are used as sigil for the realm. So actually that right there, that is a huge keyword right here for realms. So locomotion is used multiple times that rely on track-based travel. I'll come back to that because I know exactly what that's talking about. Horseback rough trails, another sign that uses for it, always be configured to suggest horse gallopers. So rough trails, that's our keyword here. I'm thinking road. It just seems like, so we got flat terrain. So we're looking for keywords. Arid, desert, right? Let's see. Dirigible balloon, the favorite above the horizon. Wait a minute. Above. Does mountains count as above the horizon? Maybe. To the core of the board. See, turtleback, it doesn't have any real hints for us. It's just turtleback. Naval ship route, seaport, 8 rays on these resemble the directions on a compass rose. So there you go. That's another hint. Let's see. Does anything in this book actually tell us anything? First era, hidden things, accustomed by strangers, sigils, traditional. I'm just scanning. The realm's royal art. So it tells us of kingdom's history. Okay. Okay. So another thing we could do is look at the history of Orindia. Come on, sharpen up. I know you can. So we got Orindia, which is Eastern Waters. If we see on the map, it is on the right side, so that's true. Let's see, Eversisson. So here we go. We got Idra, Orindia. So the first era. We know that it went from Oris all the way to the western bank. So the second era gives us our hint. So, Arch Ares. Well, power and train. So here's our 3 nations: Orindia, Arch Ares, and Raja. So we can safely now assume, using this bit of information for our train system, connects these 3 areas. And there we go, we get a bigger hint here. And honestly, I can redo that to no longer question mark. I know this now, so we will just mark this straight up purple and yellow. So actually this hint, because we know that the train system goes between all of them, Alright, public stage, Fen. So this is the era of ruin, but let's see where it actually mentions the trains. Yeah, so here it is. Vast network of railways that spanned the length and beneath the land, linking. So we're gonna actually just do linking. Actually, yeah, this whole section is just pretty much the highlighted area, linking the mountains of Archeris Eraja. Oh, from Archeris to Eraja, because we already knew that this was train. So that is a hugely important paragraph there, and that solves the raised transportation. We know now, using that information, that Archeris uses trains, which makes sense because they're super into technology and stuff. So we know rain and train. Now the last thing is the moats. So our moat options are metropolitan and industrial. I'm gonna reread that little passage in book because it actually gives us a lot of good information. Wrong book. This book. So, Archeris, the land of the northern storms. So there again, it gives a stormy, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. That's about all we get for that. So this one actually gives us a lot more. Eraja, mystical realm seeped in tradition, magic, and poetry. So that one's huge. But yeah, wild and untamed expanse, which was not as developed, but a good deal more vast. Let's see what else we can get from this book. Despite these differences, friendly relation. Alright, I didn't really see anything. This just talks about the king, who just ate and drank with the people. Yeah, he was the king of the people. He moved to Reddington, to the public stage of Oris. He left the castle behind, and let's see, dissenting voices in Fen are the grand city of Fen. Let's see, so this is all about the war and how Fen took over. So here we go. Let's see, among them was the general and favors to persuade nearby realms with Archeris and Nuance to join the car, even though the deterred. So wait a minute, this is actually interesting. So Nuance and Archeris basically betrayed or India, even though they were part of the same thing. Here we go. Fen, Ares, Archers, and Raja once stand united as allies. Come on, give me one hint, please. Well, we have two options. We can try two options. That's not... What the heck is happening here? Hello? Why did that happen? Alright. So, stormy, yellow, train. And something else. So the moats. We're guessing between two moats. I'm gonna start with industrial. So let's see. Yellow is this little zigzag, zigzag 3. Alright, let's do this. Let's start. I think that should be the last one. I think this is the one I'm doing 3 on. Yep. 3. So this is speak properly. Your words. Use your words. Train and locomotive. So now we're looking for zigzags for Stormy. So there we go, zigzags for Stormy. And now, going back to my book, we're looking for just a square and a dot for industrial, and then zigzag for the border. All right, square and a dot for industrial. Okay, and then little zigzags for yellow. Nope. 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 No? Wait, am I blind? That's squigglies. That's that. That's that. Circles. That's not my line, right? Oh, it is. It just looks really weird. All right, so we're gonna try that. And that is, so we do know they are industrial. So let's go back to our book. Let's delete that one. So now we know for a fact it is industrial. Boom. And that was mainly for the power plant that I'm like, that's industry. They're innovating stuff. So we have our puzzle box. So the Mora Jai variation. I think yellow goes up. Let's see. Introduce new color monochromatic tiles. Given a number of ship routes and trade relationships between the two realms, this is not surprising. Fittingly, the variation itself was based on the brass compasses manufactured in Arch Aries. That's huge to know. Let's see, that were often traded to sailors in exchange for the value of Mora Jai puzzle boxes. When the yellow tiles are pressed, they move north. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. So, and then green does what now? I think this will circle. This will push that up or down. I don't know about that one. I can also shift this one around. I'm trying to get these into the corner, which is a valid response. I also want to know what happens if I do this. So I can swap between these two spaces. Good to know. This will only move north. Right? So if I do... Oh god, I thought I messed up. Alright, I can bring him back down. Cool. So now we can basically force this one up. I'm just thinking, where do I want it though? I only have 4 yellow, so I have to use it wisely. Okay, I put this down. I move this over. Wait. Nope. Like... Nope. Oh. Wait. Oh. If I move this down, is this bad for me though? I can... Okay. We're gonna try something. We're gonna move this one up. Okay. We're gonna swap and move this one up. And we're gonna space this in a way. I honestly want to steal this middle one here. Which is fine. But there, that works. Nice. Alright. Holy shoot, I just zoomed. Alright, one screenshot here. Perfect. And then we have, oh, look at these little houses. This is so cool. What is that? That's an instrument, it looks like. So here we go. We arrived here after a few days of sailing and made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Archerries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. Alright, that is that hint. So let's drop in a few things here. So how did I organize this? My notes. I didn't. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't. Unless I put it in this section too. I didn't. Alright. So we got yellow done. I'm gonna have to go back in and take some more screenshots, assuming that I did not put them anywhere. Which is honestly a little bit crazy for me because I'm like, I swore I would. Look, I put Arindia here. Where the heck is my Fen one? It's fine. I'm down here. I am simply going to walk into the other 2 rooms. We'll go here. Yeah, our puzzle box is gone. We'll do a nice little screenshot. A little screenshot of our card. We'll come back to all of these at the end of this run. So that one's done. We'll do a little boop. And then our little card. Alright, now we're in the 4th room. Right here. So this one is Eraja. So right off the bat, I know this one is also Train. So there we go, we got Train. Because the 3 realms were connected. And let's see, train. I want to copy it off of this one. And let's put you right here. Boom, train. So we know you're purple, we know you're poetic. So we got train. And we also want the weather, which is going to be interesting. So I see what appears to be rain on the stamp. And if we look into our main book for the history, Iraja is just a mystical realm steeped in magic and poetry of the old tongue. So that's why they have different languages. It a developed facility between commerce, travel and commerce between the three realms from. Oh yeah, prosperous. Da da da. Okay. So not too much there. So the only thing we're missing is one of the rays, which I'm assuming it should be rainy. What would be rain? Or stormy? No, rainy. Here we go, 3 lines. So that did look like rain on the stamp, and I am simply gonna go with that. We're just gonna go ahead and snippet that. Let me zoom out, and then we're gonna drop that right in here. So I'm gonna go on a whim and say it's rainy. Whoops. If I could type, and train system. Why do you do this to me? There you go. So core violet, which is that dot slash, we know these flowers. So we do the little flowers too. Which one? This one was the thing, so this one should be just the straight lines. There we go, that's rain. We want our little flowers. Saw it for a brief second. Here we go, flowers, and then the bottom one will be the dot and vertical. Is it a dot or a dash? It is a dash. All right, a dash vertical bar. So violet, correct. Rainy, based on the stamp. Train system, based on the history of Orindia. Purple, we got from the diary and classroom. Poetic, also from the history of Orindia, and based on the language. So this is pretty spot on. I'm pretty comfortable with that. And boom, we are correct. All right. So we'll go to our little puzzle box. So we get our screenshots. So the puzzle box of Mordrai that spread to Iraja, not through port towns as they had in other realms, but through train routes from the north. When violet tiles were introduced, they were created as a simple reflection of the variation first introduced by Arch Ares in some years earlier. Violet tiles, when pressed, they move south. Interesting. So these move north, these move south, this swaps opposite sides. Red, I forget, red takes over black, I'm pretty sure. So if I do something like this, press red, yeah. I want to reset that because we don't want to press that. Because this is going to keep our movement around. Oh, that's interesting. How, okay, so these move south. So I think the play here is to move green up. Swap places with a tile. Okay. I'm thinking. Okay. This seems fine. So if I swap here, moving north or moving south? How do I push this up, basically, is my question. Oh, I needed to move this around. Dang. Not the top yet. Okay. I see. I gotta keep this going for a bit. So let's see. I need to 100% push this down. I think swap with that. So I can start pushing stuff down. I think I want to push red up. That seems fair. Put red to the bottom here. What does that do for me? These will go down, these will go up. If I could keep these on the side. Nope. Nope, I don't want to do that at all. I am gonna have to move this somehow. So if I swap places like this, right? I could move stuff to the bottom. That is also a valid option. Is only move north. Okay, I could leave this here on the side. I'm still thinking about this for a second. Hang on. Wait a minute. What if I... If I move this south, would that pop up? What if I move him up? Right. You're here. But what does that do for me? If I keep this in a straight line, right? I'm gonna have to move this guy somewhere. Okay. Let's just do this. I know these guys can move in opposite directions. So let's do that. Okay. And he will start moving north, pushing this south. Which is honestly fine. The problem is this guy. What do I even do with that? Actually, you're diagonal. Okay, so if I just do this, right? And then you move south, right? Now all I need to do is put you... How did I even put you here? Hello? Wait, how did I put you here? Oh, I think I moved the wrong piece. That's what happened. I think I'm gonna have to reset this one, which is fine, honestly. I need you to do a diagonal. Or not necessarily. Hang on. If I move you north, you go back into the middle, right? Actually, this is possible. Hang on. We want to move green across, right? Okay. Keep you here. Move you north, or... You're swapping places. Okay. You can only move north. You can only move north. If I push you down, you would go up. And red, I think, only takes over black. Let's do something crazy, because this also should work. If I do something like this, but then I can no longer do that. I needed to get you on a diagonal or something. This would push me up. Like this. And this would go all the way down to the bottom. Which, let's see here. This is fine. Okay. But then you get stuck. And if I put you down here, these only move north. Okay. These only move north. And I'm keeping that in mind. Like this? Okay. How am I doing this? Wait, I think I got this. Black. Swap. There, that's it. Jeez Louise, I'm sorry, that took me so long. The concentration though, I'm just like, what? Anyways, hello. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every erogen story I've ever heard had begun with rain. I suppose the antidotes I make on this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and the ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Lorja Yena. Lord Lune. That's some erogen right there. Perfect, so this one's done. Alright, back to our this one. So Eraja is complete. Section 2, here we go. Purple. Alright. We got 2 more doors to go. Or, whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. Nope, 3 more doors to go. I lied. So we got pink. So, right here. Let's start. This one is core. Alright. I know this one's orange. Right off the bat. Let's start checking this so I can just be like, alright, that's done. Let's see. Yellow is done. Yeah, these 3. These are left. So here we go. We know orange. We know nothing about the rays. Border is orange. I don't know why that says unknown, but we know that is orange. The moats. Alright, so this is where we're gonna have to figure stuff out. I don't think I've seen anything about this nation whatsoever. What I do know, just from the quiz, is that they're from gardens. Let's see. I believe, let's see, over many discoveries. So I'm gonna scroll through the garden keeper stuff, just because they may have been from that nation, and I'm just skimming through a lot of these really quickly. Wait a minute. No. Alright, what about this guy? Statue of Orinda. Wait. Orinda? That was the Oh, don't do that. Control Z. I think I just solved a different puzzle by going here. Whoops, too far. Not shrine, tomb. Here we go. Statue of Orinda, it was this one. I have a name now, Orinda. Sorry, a little tangent before I forget. Oh god, it's huge. What the heck? Boop. Let's make this tiny. Orinda. Right here. Orindia? Is that an I? Is that the difference? Let's see. Map. Yeah, Orindia. Or Orindia. Alright. Orindia. Orinda and Orindia. So the answer is I. There you go. Figured it out, guys. That one's tough. You need to figure out who this guy is. I'm like, who the heck is that? At a glance, very confusing. Alright, anyways, now that we're off that completely random stuff, so let's go into moats. Let's start there. So moats. We want spiritual, I think, or agricultural. That seems the best thing for them, because they are the farming nation, basically, as far as I'm aware. I need to remember where I saw that too, though, because without, you know, evidence, this is just speculation. Man, this is rough. There's gotta be more clues in the estate. Like, this is crazy. What more J-Bucks was this? That was India. Orange, yeah. Pink. Like, I got all the colors from the puzzle boxes. That's fair. Actually, stamps. This is the only place I have no stamp from. I have stamps from these two, so I can actually do most of these, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, aviation, yeah. We know green. And they're down here. Veda. Veda? No, that's not the right place. Nuance. Right here. Feather nuance. We found them in the garden too. Same thing with motor drive. Alright. I don't know why these are still question marks. Let's get these out of the way. Green. quite. Oh god, triple W, what the heck? So I see mountains, trees, sky. Okay, what about this one? So definitely just the ocean. Yeah, these last three are gonna be rough. Like, what do I even know about these things? The only reason I know about this one is the final exam, although I don't believe I got the screenshot of that last questions. Yeah, what realms directly at Raja? Let's see, where are you right now? Mount Holly, Verdant, Fen, Aries. Let's see. This is all art. Which of the following realms is not near Fen? Let's see. City of Fen is located south of which small body of water? Morning Bay. Yeah, a greenhouse. Which of would be least patriotic? Oh wait, they're not a greenhouse. No, because yeah, Chapel Fen, we know that. We know archers, we know bedroom, etc. So a greenhouse is not. So they're not a greenhouse. I got that information wrong. So they're most definitely not agricultural. Then what are they? Tribal? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is academic would be Eraja. I have done that one. Wait. Sports. Sports and education. This is a university. The dormitory. Huge. Alright. So let's see. Sports or education. Academic. Right here. Boom. We got something. Ooh. I was scratching my head. Academic. Boom. Let's see, metropolitan, martial, industrial, spiritual, poetic. Yeah, none of these other ones fit now. Boom. Academic. Sweet. Alright. Academic. I also pretty sure that stamp is the last stamp that I don't have, which would help quite a bit here. The rays. Yeah, I know nothing else about these guys. What the heck? Are these guys military too? Just because they have naval capacity, or are they ship merchants? Yeah, this one's gonna be rough for the last three. I think I might just have to do stuff. I'm gonna have to go through some of the notes because I don't have enough to solve these final three. Oh god, what's with this lag here? Oh. Yeah, that's really bad. Alright, let's get rid of one of these programs and let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. Still lagging out. Alright, so we're gonna close our Fig Jam for now. Because we're stuck. We don't have more information. So there's a couple things I could try to do. I could try to get the freezer defrosted. Not sure how super helpful that would be. I could try to get the treasure vault a few more times, get some more boxes, and organize a whole thing about all of the letters, because I did see something about nations there. Chess. There's one more thing with chess that I can do. Oh yeah, I meant to actually close that. This should start lagging here in a bit. So we'll have enough for one more run, and we're just gonna try to get information on 3 nations. We need Mordrai, the core whatever, and what was the last one? Oh, Nuance. These 3 nations, I have no idea about them. Wait a minute. Something just... Numeric cores. Third era. Let's see. Average engineer taking an ember spit for... This is... Wait. I thought I saw a name. Nope, that's not anything. Let's see. Yeah, I have to scrape through a lot of these letters and notes that I have to try to get information, and we'll figure that bit out, but we're almost there. Unfortunately, there is key information missing, and we need it from those postcards to say, hey, where did they travel? What do you say? Excavation, morale, boiler. Okay. I just have tools, right? Alright. Yeah, we need more info. More information. We'll go spare. Library. Yep. There's a chest in the corner. Good to know. We'll do stars. We're still working on stars. There's messages in the sky. Ooh, green room. Add a word to the sparrow spars and then gain 1 key and... Oh, it's just continuously powering me up. Interesting. Help check. There's nothing there. Interesting. Alright, we do want that sleep mask. That's always great for steps. And then I'll go back for that chest. Whoops. What am I doing? What did I hit? Oh. I just went in a circle. You can tell I'm not paying attention. Alright, that's pretty huge. Ooh, early lab experiment. I'll take that. Commonplace sounds good. Let's see, what can we do? I mean, we're still going for shop run. So we'll just continue to add gold. We can never not have enough gold. But the question is, do I think I'm gonna get a security key card or do I go for gems? I think I'm gonna go for gems. And if I get 4 experiments, I will just go crazy. Actually, that's a very interesting draw there, too. Yeah, I didn't really have to use anything. You know what? I'll make you common. You're fine. Let's see, keycard system. I don't have anything yet, so we'll make you low, and we'll change you to unlocked. Well, that's the dead end, so I'm gonna go for mailroom here. That way our run next Monday will be good. Oh, this thing. Cold. Huge. Actually, Big Jam is closed, but we're gonna reopen it just to add that note there. Let's see, section 7. We're waiting for it all to load. There we go. Boom. Alright, let's see, can we figure something out now, knowing cold? Cold, and it looks like a little tower with some monks going on. Come on, sharpen up. There we go. Let's see. Foggy, heat, rainy, stormy, snow. This one. So, snow. This one. Why are you super zoomed in? Hello? That is not what I snipped. That is 100% not what I snipped. Hello? What's happening here? There we go. I'm not sure why that broke. So we know snow. We know school. Okay. That's pretty huge. Also, did you not add, or did I put you in the wrong spot? Also, shoot, did I just have information this whole time? You. This thing right here. Peak, look, mountain. Do, 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 do. The Sacred Circle, Spiral of Stars. What's this? Wait, is this, I'm not sure about that one. Alright, let's go back to Roman Rune. We only have one thing left to figure out, which is mode of transport. If anything, maybe horse for the snow? Camel is desert, right? Not these. These are not it. Could be aviation, could be horseback. I think those two are probably the only thing, but I think for snow is probably gonna be horseback. That's gonna be my wild guess here. Why do you keep doing that? And I'll put a little question mark here. Not sure. And I'm actually gonna take aviation just because of the word above, and we had pictures of a mountain. But I think it's probably horseback to travel through the snow. Not. There we go. Huge. What else do we have? We have Fenaries. We got the memo stuff. Out India, we got that. We definitely have the turtles. We have Morjai. What was the saying on Morjai? The white sea of yore. Ah, there you go. That's the white. And Raja we figured out, but I think it's Eastern Rain. There's something else on there. Maybe that means Eastern. Morja again. I don't think Verishore's had anything except just the picture of the turtle that helped me out. And then Archeries, it's in commemoration of the Contessa. Together we weather. So yeah, that's about it for that one. Huge. Let's keep going. Boiler room. Or dark room. Let's go boiler. Standard is okay for that one. I have a shovel. Nothing for me to shovel? Oh, okay. Two. I want more gems, so let's do workshop. Workshop definitely coming, for sure. Battery, not so great. Let's do this. I'll turn you on first. And then I'll put you to the right. Hello? Oh, there you go. Ah, look, dark room. I'll grab that battery now. Chapel would just connect everything together. Although I didn't even notice that I didn't grab the key. Which is a bit of a shame because I could have gotten a library here instead. Honestly, just to get an item here is huge. I lost my hammer? No. Why? Why would you do this? Ooh, if I get steps, 100% I'll backtrack here. I have a purse. I don't. Yeah, if I get a little coin purse, I'll definitely combine that right off the bat. Alright, here we go. We're in the dark. That is a powerful room, so we'll do that. Yeah, that's hallway. We could do it again. I don't know if I like that one. I don't have enough coins either. Let's do it. Weight room. Sure, we'll just keep the power going. Just being a little crazy. Bum, 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 bum. I don't have a key card, nor do I have a utility closet. Yellow archives. We'll just keep the power going. This is a very weird strategy I have going on. I have no gems. I have no gems. That is a shame. We'll go Boldiol. Also, what is going on here, boy? Alright, let's go this way. Kitchen is actually huge. We'll do that. Ooh, we'll take the club sandwich for now. And we'll yellow this random room. Tunnel. You know what? We'll use our key. Oh. This just connects the two places. That's cool. I have 0 green room, so I'm just gonna buy out all of the bananas since I already got weight room and I need steps for days. There you go, perfect. Oh, I need to do freezer on the back end of this. I wish. Closed exhibit is insane. I want it so bad. Oh. I have no keys either. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Well, we're gonna have to do this blank room. It works out, but we're pretty much locked out. Yeah, I think the best I could probably do is dig up like a key or something. Let's go this way. Whoops. Oh boy. Okay. Dining room. Alright, we're definitely getting our steps back. I need a key and hope to get freezer right there. That would actually be a massive one for me. We could go gambling, but oh no, we can't. We have nothing. I'm gotta hope for a key. Ooh, I think that is a ended run. Yeah, that's locked, that's locked, that's locked. And the experiment has only triggered once, so I can't even do lab. Yeah, best thing I could do right now would be backtrack all the way to observatory, use the telescope again, and maybe, just maybe, get a constellation for a key. I think I go this way. This way. Maybe. Oh, I already opened that. Alright, wait. Where's my telescope? Here we go. Do another word on the sparrow star. Oh, get one key and one. Diamonds and... I was like, that's the same thing, wasn't it? Yeah. Sweet. Alright, we're not out of the woods yet. Let's go here. We do have one dice, so we have one reroll. Reroll. I don't know why I said it that way. Let's see. Through... Actually, no. That's the bad way to go. It's kind of crazy. I already used the key that I got there too. Alright, let's use this one. Freezer. Utility closet is crazy. Weight room. These are not security locked. These are regular locked. So let's re-roll that. I'm gonna do this one. It's not what I wanted. This would get me keys for sure. I think I'll go for the guaranteed key. Keep the run going for a little bit. Alright, now we gotta go through Foundation. Yeah, that's dead end, dead end. I'm gonna dead end anyways, so let me just get as many items as I can. Okay, that was a single refund and more keys. Alright, we're okay now. We're actually in a okay spot. Except when you have all dead ends. Yep, that is a complete dead end of a run. Hello? I have compass. You're supposed to give me stuff north, not dead end me. Oh, that is fine. Alright, so that is the first part of figuring out sigils. I may just run through the notes over the weekend. I have until Monday, which is going to be the next stream. I'll try to update that. And then we'll try to knock out the rest of the sigils. See if we can get information from room 46. Because, like, that is the only puzzle I think I have left. Actually no, there's still chests. I have an idea for chests, so there's 2 things for that one. I'm also trying to get that showroom trophy, and then we're gonna have to redo the final exam. Also for a trophy. Trophies aren't gonna do anything for figuring out our puzzles, but they're nice. So I'll see what I can figure out offline through all my notes, and then come back and I'll make an update on what we're gonna do. But yeah, until next time, bye.